They call him a ghost, a myth. But today he's the one standing right behind you. Welcome back to The Last One. I'm Kik Batowski, and if you think you've seen a clean run, you haven't seen anything yet. We are diving into Hitman 3, hitting the most secure locations on the planet. No witnesses, no evidence, only a trail of accidents left in our wake. If you're here for the chaos, you're in the right place. Lock in. It's time to clock in. In Hitman 3, the developers emphasized the game's story aspects and sought to create closure for 47's character. The game incorporates handcrafted moments designed around the first-time playthrough, with the aim being to integrate many core story moments into the gameplay. Hitman
B&E 47.
On my way. No cars.
They could be out. Could be lying low. The satellite scans were inconclusive. Only one way to find out, I'm afraid.
Bodies. Male and female. Early 30s. Execute.
2 established the major players, and Hitman 3 allows each of these characters to develop their own character arc and become more involved in both the story and the gameplay.
Don't think so.
Throughout all 3 games, Agent 47 is undergoing a period of self-discovery, learning about his past, rebuilding his relationships with other characters, and realizing his ability to exercise his free will.
Nothing we can do.
The Berlin level, in which 47 refuses one of his allies' advice to leave the compound, and instead opts to eliminate the ICA agents sent to hunt him, was considered to be an important character moment for him, as it represents the first instance in which he must make a choice. The Mendoza level is the first time the player meets Diana, face-to-face in the trilogy. At the end of the mission, 47 dances with Diana for a tango. IO chose to limit the player's outfit choices for this particular moment, in order to maintain the atmosphere and not undermine the storytelling. The Carpathian Mountains level, which was controversial for its linear design, was described by Engstrom as a narratively driven set piece that is setting up closure for the trilogy. The train was designed as a metaphor for 47 spending his life following a path determined by others.
Check for hidden panels, 47. Thought so. This should be interesting. Here we go. For the office computer, no doubt.
I'm in.
Hurry. I'm detecting movement up the road. A motorcade, possibly Reynard's.
Uploading the data.
Hold on. Receiving it now. Nothing on the shadow client or the other cells. No names, no aliases. I doubt she even knows whom she's working for. Wait, here's something. A message from Robert Knox of Kronstadt Industries. And by the sound of it, he's a Providence operative.
A defector.
Well, well, well. Client won't like this one bit.
And you can't wait to tell him. They're back. Multiple hostiles.
I see them. Damn. Okay, we've got all we're going to get. Go to stage 2, 47. Eliminate Reynard, and preferably without raising suspicion. One step ahead of the Shadow Client for once. Let's keep it that way.
Ugh, I thought this night would never end. What a snob fest. And I even missed out on the action.
I'm sorry you had to endure all that free champagne and cello music, Orson. What can I say? You really took one for the team.
Yeah, well, I say stick to what you know.
Multiverse and save her new boyfriend Jared. Teen fans are barely out of their mourning period, but today Monumental Records announced a new record by
It's for sale. For sale. Oh, never mind.
died under mysterious circumstances during the recording of the band's much anticipated sophomore album, Left Behind.
Jared, terrace all clear.
Copy that. Do a sweep of the upstairs while you're at it.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So, you gonna tell me who it was we just kidnapped?
House guests of the PM. The wife and two daughters of one Lance Donovan, the VP of Dynasty Building. Uh-huh. Donovan
Bedroom is clear.
Want sugar?
I will tell you exactly what to do.
What?
Do it swiftly and without question and
I got some weird bullshit over here. Hang on.
unharmed. Refuse or hesitate. Your family die. Attempt to signal or warn.
Alrighty.
We have terms. Not very convincing, Mr. Donovan.
with his stepping off the train at the end being symbolic of 47 leaving his past as a contract killer behind at the end of the story. The game had a more mature, serious, darker tone when compared with Hitman 2, which features a more lighthearted tone. The team took a more measured approach to the game's humor. While elements of lightheartedness are still core to the game's design, they are more likely to be discovered in subsequent playthroughs and are not as front and center as in Hitman 2. The game had 6 writers and a producer who managed the writing team. According to Forrest Swartout Large, the game's executive producer, the dialogue budget accounted for a significant proportion of the overall development budget, because the team had to write dialogue for not only the linear story, but also the emergent gameplay. The game's voice cast includes David Bateson as Agent 47, Jane Perry as Diana Burnwood, John Hopkins as Lucas Gray, Isara Barbe Brown as Olivia Hall, and Philip Roche as Arthur Edwards. For the incidental dialogue, Bateson was instructed not to diversify his accent to fit the context of the situation. Instead, he was directed to deliver dialogue in a delightfully wooden way, and deliver each line, regardless of how absurd it may be, seriously. Bateson further stated that he wanted to give almost a kind of Frankenstein's monster feel to him. Reflecting on the evolution of dark humor across the 3 games, Bateson said that it has matured and evolved like a good cheese or a good wine, without the writers wanting to belittle or turn it into some kind of a lightweight comedy, because it's not. People are dying horrific deaths, but it's nice to have that dark humor. Like its predecessors, Hitman 3 is a stealth game played from a third-person perspective, in which players once again assume control of Assassin Agent 47. 47 travels to various locations and carries out contracted assassinations, continuing the story of the last 2 games. The base game features 6 new locations: Dubai, Dartmoor, Berlin, Chongqing, Mendoza, and the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. A seventh map, a fictional island in the Andaman Sea called Ambrose Island, was added for free on 26 July 2022. Owners of Hitman or Hitman 2 are able to import maps, levels, and their progress into Hitman 3. Maps from the older games incorporate the new gameplay changes featured in Hitman 3. PC and PlayStation players can play the game in first person with a virtual reality headset. As with previous games in the series, each location, with the exception of the Romania mission, is a large, complex sandbox environment that the player can freely explore for infiltration and assassination opportunities. Players will gradually discover persistent shortcuts, creating pathways that can be used in future playthroughs. With the exception of the Berlin level, players are assigned several assassination targets, which can be highlighted using 47's Instinct Vision. Instinct Vision highlights all relevant items of interest. Using stealth tactics are key to 47's success. 47 can gain access to restricted areas of the game by obtaining a disguise, either by incapacitating non-player characters or by finding it somewhere in the map. Eavesdropping on conversations between NPCs can open up new ways for assassinations. Players may encounter several mission stories in each level, which serve as a set of guided instructions that reveal opportunities for unconventional assassinations. To avoid detection, players should avoid performing actions that would be deemed as suspicious, such as crouching or running in the open. The player's disguise may affect what actions a player may perform. For instance, dressing as a guard allows 47 to wander around the map with guns and weapons without drawing attention from other characters. Some NPCs, called enforcers, can see through the player's disguise. Guards have several states of alert level. Some may be suspicious of 47, who must attempt to blend in and mingle with the crowd to avoid drawing further attention. If the player is spotted performing an illegal action, 47 may be compromised, and guards will begin searching for him. To avoid this, he must incapacitate the witnesses or change his current outfit. Each mission starts with a planning phase, allowing 47 to choose what weapons and items to bring with him. After the player completes a level once, they can choose their starting location in the map during this phase. Players can use a variety of methods to approach their target. 47 has a wide range of firearms and explosives that he can use to eliminate his targets. Items in the world can be picked up by 47 and used as makeshift weapons. He can use various items and gadgets to distract enemies or assassinate targets. For instance, the ICA briefcase allows 47 to smuggle illegal weapons into an area, while the lockpick allows him to infiltrate locked areas. One addition in Hitman 3 is a camera, which can be used to scan items and relay information to 47's handler. As players complete various challenges and replay a level, approaching their targets in different ways, they earn experience points and unlock mastery levels, which come with unlocks of gear. Players are penalized for killing non-targets, or having crimes noticed by other NPCs or security cameras. Players are encouraged to stage their assassinations as accidental kills, which can significantly improve the mission ranking. Hitman 3 is a 2021 stealth game, developed and published by IO Interactive. It is the 8th main installment in the Hitman video game series, the sequel to 2018's Hitman 2, and the third game in the World of Assassination trilogy. Concluding the story arc started in 2016's Hitman, the game follows genetically engineered assassin Agent 47 and his allies as they hunt down the leaders of the secretive organization Providence, which controls global affairs and was partially responsible for 47's creation and upbringing. Like its two predecessors, the game is structured around 6 levels, 5 of which are large sandbox locations that players can freely explore to find opportunities to eliminate their targets. The base game features 6 locations: Dubai, Dartmoor, Berlin, Chongqing, Mendoza, and the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. A post-launch update introduced a new fictional island location set in the Andaman Sea. IO Interactive wanted the game to be more story-driven. As a result, Hitman 3 has a more mature and serious tone. The team was more willing to experiment with its mission design, shaking up the existing gameplay loop and realizing ideas that they had been unable or afraid to implement in the past, such as framing assassination opportunities within a murder mystery in the Dartmoor level. While gameplay is largely similar to its predecessor, developers were inspired by immersive sim games, adding many elements from the genre, such as an emphasis on engaging with the world for intel, branching level stories with multiple possible outcomes, and prevalent opportunities to make use of the environment's emergent gameplay. Hitman 3, the first game to be self-published by IO Interactive after becoming an independent studio, was first released worldwide for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Stadia, and Nintendo Switch via cloud gaming in January 2021. It received positive reviews, with praise for its level design and atmosphere, stealth mechanics, and 47's abilities. Some critics called it the best entry in the series. The game has been called one of the greatest stealth games of all time. Hitman 3 was the series' most commercially successful title, and has been extensively supported by IO, with several releases of downloadable content and free updates. In January 2023, IO rebranded Hitman 3 as Hitman World of Assassination, shifting the game into a live service format, with the contents of the previous 2 Hitman games becoming available to Hitman 3 owners for free. Strong, Hitman 3 VR Reloaded, a standalone edition of the game's VR mode, was released for MetaQuest 3 by XR Games in September 2024. During the events of Hitman 2, Agent 47 and his handler, Diana Burnwood, defect from the International Contract Agency, ICA, and join forces with rogue mercenary Lucas Gray to track down Providence, a secretive alliance of corporate executives, politicians, and industrialists collectively wielding political, military, and economic influence. In the game's final mission, the trio kidnap Arthur Edwards, Providence's intermediary known as the Constant, who identifies the 3 partners controlling Providence: Carl Ingram, Marcus Stuyvesant, and Alexa Carlyle. Edwards, however, later escapes captivity and seizes the partners' corporate assets for himself. In Hitman 3, 47 and Gray seek revenge on Providence for turning them both into assassins through childhood conditioning and genetic experimentation, while Diana is motivated by the death of her parents, unaware that 47 carried out the killings while under Providence's control. Working together, 47 and Gray eliminate Ingram and Stuyvesant in Dubai during the inauguration of the Scepter, modeled after the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest skyscraper, and Carlyle at her ancestral manor in Dartmoor. Following the partners' deaths, Edwards assumes control of Providence and deploys mercenaries to capture Gray. Disguised as a mercenary, 47 attempts to rescue Gray, but the latter commits suicide to prevent the former's cover from being blown. 47 arranges to meet hacker Olivia Hall, Gray's only other trusted ally, in Berlin. Discovering that the ICA is tailing them, 47 kills several ICA agents sent to eliminate him, before he and Hall decide to conclusively stop the ICA by exposing its crimes to the public. 47 eliminates Hush and Imogen Royce, the overseers of the ICA's data storage facility in Chongqing, allowing Hall to steal and publish all of the ICA's operational data, while deleting all records referencing 47 and Diana. The ICA is irrevocably compromised and dismantled, ending 47's career as a professional assassin. Meanwhile, Edwards attempts to convert Diana to succeed him as Constant, and seeks her betrayal of 47 by revealing that he killed her parents. Diana seemingly double deals both sides, accepting Edwards' offer while inviting 47 to a gathering of Providence members in Mendoza, where he is instructed to eliminate the only people opposed to Diana's succession, Tamara Vidal and Don Archibald Yates, so that she can dismantle the organization upon assuming control. After he follows her instructions, 47's longtime trust in Diana is shaken when she incapacitates him with poison, seemingly as revenge for the murder of her parents. In a dream, a vision of Gray persuades 47 that Diana has not betrayed him, but rather helped to put Edwards within his reach. 47 wakes up imprisoned on a Providence-controlled train, traveling in Romania through the Carpathian Mountains. 47 learns that Edwards is on board the train. When 47 confronts Edwards, he reveals that he had intended to once more turn 47 into a Providence assassin by wiping his memory through an injection of serum. Edwards leaves 47 with a choice: kill Edwards or inject himself with the serum, though 47 has the opportunity to inject Edwards with the serum instead. With Edwards either dead or amnesiac by the end of the mission, 47 flees into the wild. Meanwhile, Diana assumes power as Constant and enacts a purge of Providence's members from leadership positions at major global corporations, dismantling the alliance's power structure. A year later, 47 reconnects with Diana, and the pair return to their former roles as assassin and handler, respectively, to keep the global elites in check, albeit now working freelance. In an alternate ending, if 47 injects himself with the serum while confronting Edwards, he passes out and later awakens in a padded room, greeted by Edwards' voice saying, wake up, my friend. It's the dawn of a new day, and you have things to do," echoing the opening of Hitman Codename 47.
Sweet. Mister!
To get past them unnoticed, I suggest you cause a distraction, 47, and make it a loud one.
Surprises. Copy that. Something's up. All units, be aware of explosions in the area. Ready? Move out. We need to end this.
New Zealand paid off. The client has given us carte blanche. Hunt down the militia by any means necessary.
A week ago, Providence was a threat. How did you swing the board?
The board are practical people, 47. A blank check is hard to turn down. Besides, the Shadow Client's war on Providence is causing a global panic. Someone will need to stop the militia. Might as well be us.
And the man on the train? You never told them about his offer.
Taking a contract for personal gain is against ICA regulations.
Sodas would have been proud.
Is that a sense of humor, 47? Whatever next? Crying at the movies?
Why are you doing this?
I know what it's like to have everything taken from you. He claims to know about your past. Your childhood, your memories, everything Altmaier stole from you.
And you trust him?
About as far as I can throw.
No witnesses. Hitman 3 Dubai full walkthrough. And that is how a professional handles business. Another contract closed, another target eliminated. If you enjoyed that surgical precision, smash that like button and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite way to take out a target? Fiber wire or a convenient falling chandelier? Don't forget to subscribe to the last one for more high-energy gameplay and deep dive lore. I've been Kik Batowski. Stay lethal. I'm out.